If you're someone who looks successful on paper, but secretly lives with this constant voice that says you're not ready, you're not good enough, any minute they're going to figure you out, this is for you. I want to talk about self-doubt, not from the angle of just believe in yourself, but from the perspective of someone who has built companies, led teams, and also have had moments where I've cried in bathrooms between meetings, but I still show up anyways. Because self-doubt is not a sign that you're broken. It's a sign that you are human and ambitious. In fact, every single person has self-doubt. So it's not about eliminating it, but it's about learning how to manage it. Hi everyone, my name is Lena Nasserdeen. I'm the CEO and founder of Rise Up For You, and welcome to Rise Up For You TV, where we work with leaders, organizations, and individuals just like yourself around the world to help you be the best that you can be through the skills that we often never learn. So today, we're talking about self-doubt. First thing, self-doubt is not the problem. The problem is the meaning that you give it, the meaning that you attach to it. You think, I feel doubt, therefore I shouldn't do it. Therefore, I'm not ready. Therefore, something is wrong with me. Therefore, I shouldn't take the action. But high performers, they feel doubt constantly. Remember, we all have self-doubt. But the difference is they don't use it as a stop sign. They use it just as a data point. So in this video, I want to give you 3 simple steps, a 3-step process that's going to help you manage the self-doubt. Number 1 is going to be separating you from the voice, getting data instead of having drama, and building self-trust and that self-confidence through tiny reps that might seem mundane and boring. If you do this consistently, your life will change. Not because the doubt disappears, but because it stops taking charge of you. So let's jump in. Step number 1. Separate you from that inner critic. Right now, your self-talk probably sounds like, I'm always messing things up. I'm not a good leader. I'm bad at sales. I'm not disciplined. I don't deserve this. But I want you to notice the pattern. Okay, they're all identity statements. It's all circulated around the I'm not good. I'm not this. So I want you to imagine that voice is not you. Give it a name. Give it the critic, the roommate, negative Nancy, whatever feels right for you. That's good because we want distance. Now remember that you are not your thoughts. So next time you feel it, don't say I'm a failure. Say my critic is really loud right now, or negative Nancy is chiming in. Welcome to Peanut Gallery. That tiny language shift matters. Because if it's just a voice, you can question it. You can negotiate with it. You can decide when to listen and when to ignore it. Remember, you are not your thoughts. So try this in real time. And when you hear, you're going to screw this up, respond in your head with, thanks for your input. Your job is to keep me safe, not to keep me small. I'm moving past that. So start arguing with yourself. Start questioning yourself like you would question a politician. You're not dealing with the voice. You're demoting it from CEO to overprotective intern. Okay, now step number 2 is focus on getting data, not on creating drama. Self-doubt lives in vagueness. It thrives on the terms always and never. Now, here in the professional space, especially when it comes to coaching and training, we actually try to remove always and never from our vocabulary because nothing is truly definite. So we're going to do the opposite. We're going to get really, really specific. What I want you to do is grab a piece of paper, draw a line straight down the middle. And on the left, you're going to write evidence I'm not capable. And on the right, you're going to write evidence I am capable. Now, for about 2 minutes, I just want you to do a brain dump. Dump everything on the left. All the times you failed, messed up, procrastinated, thought you weren't good enough. Get it all out of your head and onto paper. But then I want you to switch sides, which we rarely do. And I want you to take about 2 minutes on the right side, and I want you to put all the wins, the hard things you've done, the promises you've kept, the skills you've learned, the risks you took, small counts. I showed up today goes on the list. Now, this is important because the moments where you've showed up or promises that you kept, we often overlook those. We think that the big job promotion is the only evidence that counts. What most people realize is the right side is longer than they expected, and the left side is louder than it deserves. So you don't defeat doubt with affirmations, you defeat it with evidence. So next time your brain says you can't do this, ask yourself, according to what data? And look at your evidence sheet. And if you don't have enough proof yet, that's not a character flaw. It's just a gap in reps, which brings us to step number 3. Build self-trust with tiny reps, even if they feel mundane. This is all about building self-trust, regaining your self-confidence. Self-doubt is usually a history problem, meaning you don't trust yourself because maybe in the past you've said you do things and then you didn't, or maybe you tried to keep promises to yourself and you broke them, or maybe people just projected negative beliefs onto you and you believed them. So we fix that by rebuilding the relationship that you have with yourself, just like you would with anyone else who's let you down. Here's the rule. Only make promises to yourself that you are actually willing to keep on your worst day, not on your best day. Not on your motivated day, but the days that you're tired, stressed, and everything went wrong day. So maybe that looks like 10 minutes of focused work before you check your phone, 1 outreach email for your business, a 5-minute walk, writing 1 paragraph of content. Things that are ridiculously small are okay. Our goal is not intensity. Our goal is consistency, showing up over and over again in a consistent manner to become the person that we want to be. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you make a tiny deposit in your self-trust account. Do this daily for the next 90 days, and doubt has less space to argue with you when you do that. You'll still hear some of that doubt, right? You're not ready, but you'll be able to say, actually, I have 90 days of proof that I've showed up and that I said I was gonna do what I'm gonna do. So you're gonna do this. That's confidence. Not the feeling, but the track record. Remember that when you're building that self-confidence, the consistency and committing versus being interested is really important. So again, managing self-doubt, it's not about erasing it. To be frankly honest, that will never happen. The top leaders in the world, experts, even myself, and I teach this for a living, we always constantly have self-doubt. But it's about treating it as a voice, not your identity, checking its story against real data, and rebuilding that self-trust, even if it's 1 small, boring rep at a time. So if you want help doing this in a community, well, you're in the right place. With coaching and tools to actually build these habits, that's exactly what we do inside our Rise Up For You Success Academy. But whether you join us or not, pick 1 tiny promise that you're going to keep to yourself today. Not tomorrow, but today. Don't wait to feel ready. Start stacking proof now. Your future self is watching what you're going to do next. Again, I'm Lena Nasserdeen, the CEO and founder of Rise Up For You, and welcome to Rise Up For You TV. I will see you on the next episode. Too many professionals hold themselves back, not because of a lack of skill, but because of self-doubt. You know, my team and I see this every single day with the clients that we work with, not only in the corporate space, but also those that are entrepreneurs and that are leading professionals. At Rise Up For You, we know and we truly believe that self-confidence is the foundation of success. That's why it's the first pillar of our Power Up method. You know, we believe that when you believe in your worth, you take bolder action, you speak up, and you step into opportunities that unfortunately others miss. We'd love to connect and learn more about your goals. We'd love to help you build unshakable self-confidence. So if any part of this video resonated with you, or if self-confidence is something you think can really help elevate you, your business, or your team, book your call completely free, complimentary, so that our team can learn more about you and share how we are helping thousands of people around the world build self-confidence and start believing that they truly are enough.